Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, cake business, productivity coach, and podcaster. I help cake makers like you manage your business productively and with ease, taking control of your time and workflow to avoid stress and burnout. I offer personalized strategies and supportive community to help you stay organized, productive, and in charge of your success. Your cake business should bring you joy, not stress. I'm here to help you build an efficient, successful, and sustainable business without feeling overwhelmed and burned out. With the right planning, strategies, and mindset, you can reach your goals, stay organized, and enjoy the journey. Let's make your cake business work for you, not the other way around. Hi there. If you like this podcast and enjoy this episode, there's only one thing I ask from you. Please follow this podcast, download this episode, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platforms where you're listening to this show now. This way, the algorithm will show the podcast to more cake artists who will benefit from, and you'll be helping me grow this show. And don't forget to share it on social media and tag me, and I'll gladly follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. Leave me a comment on Spotify or answer any of the questions and polls on the episode. Let me invite you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as the Art Cake Coach, or follow the links on the show notes to find out more ways to stay connected. Visit www.theartcakecoach.com for more. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. I'm beyond happy to be here with you guys today. Actually, today I'm recording the episode on a Tuesday, on the day that is going to be released. That is September 2nd, 2025. And I'm just back from a short break. Well, it wasn't short, it was a month break that I took during the month of August. It went really fast, though. I thought it was going to be a long break, but it went really fast. I kept myself busy with projects and things that I wanted to do here at home, traveling with my family, being with my friends. Um, I don't know, doing different things than the ones that I used to do in a week when I'm working, when I'm teaching, and when I'm taking care of all my different sides of my business, the Art Cake Coach. Um, and today now, this week is a very special week because it's my birthday. I know I've been talking about my 50th birthday since January, probably. By now, I don't know if it's a mixture of I wanted to convince myself that it's okay to be 50 and that you're okay. I mean, I'm okay and that everything is fine. Or just playing with my mind, trying to get used to the idea of being 50. Honestly, I never thought it was going to hit me this hard. It has. It has hit me this really hard, this 50th birthday, not because of the number. That's a funny thing. I was having this conversation with my husband the other day. Not because of the number, but because I mean, we think could be the middle of our life if we live to 100, God willing. Um, but it's like, I'm in the middle. What have I done? What have I accomplished? Looking from outside can look that you have accomplished a lot, that I have accomplished a lot. But in the other hand, I feel like I haven't got there yet. I always use this phrase, I haven't got there yet. Somehow, I have this feeling that I haven't got there yet. And in the other hand, is how I feel physically, not emotionally. It's emotionally, I've never been better in mentally, I guess, in my life. But physically, that you're like, oh, I don't. This is not the way I wanted to get to 50. But anyway, I'm not gonna complain about my 50th birthday. Actually, it's coming up. Um, and I know my family is preparing something, but they think that is a surprise. But I already know everything because I know everything. How come we're Virgos? Talking about Virgo, because of course I'm a Virgo. This is the month of Virgo, September, even though Virgos start in August. What a better way to start my birthday month and my celebration of my 50th year. The gods of the I don't know, Zodiac have decided to grant us a month that starts on a Monday. Oh my God. I mean, if you're a Virgo and you're listening to me, I know this made your month, your week, your day. It starts on Monday. September 1st was Monday. So here we are, September 2nd, Tuesday, the day of our RK Coach podcast. And I already rambled enough about my birthday coming up and my family and my friends and my break. But talking about break, when I left a month ago, I mentioned the importance of taking a break for your cake business, for everything. But I have to say, coming back from the break, it's more rewarding than you think. I'm not saying that you have to take a month's break. If you can, do it. If you cannot, totally understand. I could do it, but it's so good. It's so rewarding. It's so I mean, it really clears your head. It really clears your mind, your vision. I gave you the example when you're working on a cake or an edible piece or a competition piece, and you're just fed up. You don't see clearly. Just take a break, take a step back, go for a walk, and come back and see with fresh eyes. Well, imagine that multiply, because I did that for a whole month. I asked myself a lot of questions about my business, about myself. I guess is the reflection of the upcoming birthday. I ask myself questions that I didn't dare to ask before, like the true why am I doing what I am doing? What is my real goal behind everything? Even though I do talk about goals, and I have many goals, and I keep working on them, it kind of taking a break put everything in perspective to see where I was going, how things were going. If Because that's the thing, I somehow, and I think that's where the stress and the tiredness happen. And this is one of the things that I want to share with you today, because if you're feeling like this, it's okay and you're not alone. Somehow you outgrow your goals, or you walk in different path to the original goals that you have. You change. So as a human being, you change, and your vision, your mission, your priorities are not aligned anymore with the things that you thought were aligned when you set those goals. And I thought that was a failure. I thought that was something against what I preach, which is goal setting and organizing and managing everything. But the beauty of everything that I've learned during this year's teaching time management and goal setting is that it's not set in stone. And the true secret of goal setting, the true secret of time management is not managing it. It is. Is actually uh, going with the flow, not going with the flow, because that sounds too, wooey hippie thing. No, because I have to keep some control. I'm talking about myself, but sharing it with you guys. Um, it's a matter of I can control what I can control, but there are many things that I cannot control, including how lives change you, how you change, how everything around you changes, and trying to manage that, trying to control that in order to fit it into your goals only brings you stress. And I guess that's where the stress and the tiring, how tired I was, came from, because I was trying to align something that was not aligned with where I am right now in life, if that makes any sense. I mean, today's confession times, guys. You thought I was going to come back with the time management episode. No, I'm not coming back with the time management episode. I'm coming back with a very personal, very confession time episode for you guys, because I guess it's because it's my 50th birthday. Maybe next year I will look back at this. I'll listen again this podcast and I will say like, "Oh my god, what was I talking about?" But it's what it is today, and this is what I'm sharing with you. So, there's a lot going on for me emotionally, personally, in my life, in my business, and some decisions were taken during this break. And when we come back, I'm going to share those decisions with you. See if you can take anything away from it, and just to inform you how everything is going to work from now on. And at the end of this episode, I have a gift for you because it's my 50th birthday. So don't go anywhere because I'll be back. What about extra special content just for you? Audio classes, downloadable templates and PDFs, and ready to use information that will actually create results on your cake business. And all of this for less than one monthly coffee? Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art Cake Coach subscription channel with exclusive content delivered to you every month. Have access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media, posting, pricing, mindset, and teaching for only $2.99 a month. That's €2.99 a month. It can be yours. Follow the links to the subscription platform on the description of this episode, and with a little investment, find essential tools to start a solid business strategy and coach you for success. Thank you for being part of the Art Cake Coach family. So, yes, my sweet friends, this episode is more of coming back from a short break, confession time episode. And if by any chance I can give you, I guess when you listen to some, because that happens to me, when you listen to somebody else, and I'm not following any script today, I'm just here preaching and talking. But I like this episode. So I miss those. I miss these ones. Because this happens to me when I listen to somebody else referring to something in their own life, and it's like, oh, I can do that. It's like a validation. It's like, oh, I didn't know that was an option. So if I can at least give you the option to question, because I think one of the issues in this world is we don't question things enough. And with everything going on in politics and technology and all the changes in our world, I think it's time that we question a lot of things. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today. So I took a break. I gave a long thought about everything that I had on my plate, and some decisions were taken. As I mentioned to you in the last episode, and I think I got a little bit emotional with Cake Friends Stay Creative because I did something that I preach not to do, which is identify yourself with your business. Even though in my head that was not happening, when I look at it deeply and I thought why it is so hard to let it go, it was because deep down I was feeling identified with it. I am Cake Friends Stay Creative. It's me. That's me. That's my accomplishment. That's what I did. That's my achievement. That's my presentation card. So if I take a step back from that, I will be taking a step back from my best accomplishment so far. Why was that so hard? Until I realized that I did it and nobody can take that away from me. I did it. It is my accomplishment. It's always and forever going to be there and in the hearts of the people that have worked with me in this place and that have had a positive experience from it. And that's the best part. It's always going to be forever and ever a positive experience for me and for everybody else. And nothing can taint that. Nothing. So, thinking about that, I said, well, I really need to take a step back for many reasons. Time management, because there is time, of course, but I want to allocate time to other endeavors. I need to allocate times to other endeavors. So, time management was one thing. Engagement was another thing. I feel that I've been talking to a wall for a while and I don't want to be talking to a wall. I really believe in my talents and my efforts. So if I believe in my talents and my efforts, I'm going to put it somewhere where it's useful. Not that it's not useful there, but it's not as useful as it used to be. The message doesn't get across as much as it used to get across. So for many reasons, I decided, okay, I need to take a step back from Cake Friends Stay Creative. But I cannot let it die. I can't. I cannot close it. I cannot stop it. So what's going to happen now? We were created during the pandemic, but I don't want the group to be related to the pandemic anymore. I want the group to be related to community. That's what I want. So we're going to keep being a sharing community, but instead of doing weekly challenges and trying to revive a dead group that is not reviving anywhere, it's just going to be always there. It's going to be like, the grandma's house, that when you feel like, oh, I need a homemade cookie and a hug, I'm going to go to grandma's house. It's always there. Even though if grandma's not there, because it happens sometimes grandma's not there, but the house is still there. The family, the place where you used to reunite, it's going to be there. The family house, it's going to be there. So Cake Friends is going to be that. It's going to be the place that will always be there just for you whenever you need it, where you can share all of the things that you find interesting in the cake community, or maybe ask a question, maybe find friends and members and share your own work. That's it. And the activities, instead of being weekly, are going to be monthly. So now we have one monthly challenge, one monthly share of business that is always going to be there. So you can share it whenever you want. And one monthly social media sharing day. So that is always going to be there. So you can always share it. So that way I don't have to be there every week managing comments and doing stuff. In the other hand, we're going to do a build up of activities for March. March is where we celebrate our anniversary. So for next year, March, we're going to do this big build up, almost like a cake event, but it's going to be online and it's going to be on Cake Friends Stay Creative. Collaborations, demos, but only once a year. That's what we're going to do. Or that's what I'm going to do. So Cake Friends is going to be there, but it's going to take less of my time. We love Ceracino and we love its digital magazine. Ceracino's free monthly magazine, We Love Pastry, is a monthly digital magazine bursting with absolutely incredible, easy to follow, and unique cake tutorials created by very talented artists from around the globe. Interesting interviews and blogs. You can also win products worth £50 and much more. You have cake tutorials, product information, cake events, cake collaboration, and you name it. Don't miss the free digital magazine every month by clicking in the link on the description of this episode. Thank you, We Love Pastry, for sponsoring today's episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. The Art Cake Coach. The Art Cake Coach, I have been doing so many things and I have been trying so many business models with the Cake Coach. And I have to be honest with you guys, it has always been a phase of awareness first, and then a phase of trying out what the meeting between the market demand and my product. And I came to the conclusion, first of all, was getting to the point that I need to get to a conclusion, because sometimes you feel that you just have to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, that at some point things are going to work out. And I'm going to talk about that in another episode, about what the business because it's a business of business management that is out there, is telling us. And I have to say that I have fallen for that trap. But again, when you question things yourself and you ask yourself why this is not working, but you really ask the question why this is not working, you realize that maybe the model that you're using is not the right model for you. I'm not saying it's the wrong model, but it's not the right model for you. And I've always said here on the podcast, nothing is cookie cutter. So I had to ask myself the question, is this working for me? It wasn't. It wasn't working for the results that I wanted. So, am I failing? No. I did my 100%. I did everything that I could in order to make the Art Cake Coach work as a business model, where we do webinars, where we do live classes, where we try the community. I tried the membership, but I stopped it because I knew that I was not going the way that I wanted to go, or the way that I wanted to work out. It was hard to take that decision, by the way, but I did take it because I didn't want it to get further. I didn't want it to get farther and not work. So, one thing that I learned, it's okay to ask the question and to question yourself. Is this business model for me? Is this working? And if it feels off, if it feels that everybody's telling you to do something, including me, if I'm telling you to do something or I'm sharing you how I did it and you think, oh, I'm going to try this because if it works for Christina, it's going to work for me. I know I've said it before, but now I see that I maybe don't mean it. I mean, it's not that I don't mean it. Maybe you have to question, is it for me? Is it really for me? And that's one of the things that I want from now on. I want I want to be totally transparent with you to the point that if it works for me is because I mean, I tested it worked for me, but I'm Christina. You're not Christina. So maybe it won't work for you, and that's okay. That's okay. So, going back to my point, I went back and I asked myself the question, is this business model of one-on-one coaching and classes and mentorship and webinars working? It wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me because my target audience had not the didn't have the ability of the time allocation to spend that time with me, and unless we spend that time together we were not going to go anywhere. Okay, so what do? I quit. I'm not a coach anymore. No, I can't, because I love what I do. So you just have to reframe the business model. That's all. That's what I did. I'm going to reframe the business model. I was listening to another podcast about a bakery, that two girls who created a bakery, and when they started, they test out their products on local markets, pop-up markets, Christmas markets, and stuff like that. They started as wedding cake designers, and they realized that was not for them. Then, and it was okay, they said that was not for us, we didn't like it, we didn't enjoy it, we didn't make the money that we wanted, so we switched to cookies, treats, cupcakes, selling cakes by slice or smaller cakes like bento cakes. And they tried everything, and at the end, before they opened their storefront, they realized that they actually needed, I mean, there were products that were selling more, there were products that were selling less. Is that a failure? No, they tested the market and it wasn't working. They thrive with the cookies and the cupcakes. So they opened their bakery, even though they had this dream of opening a bakery with all the products that you can imagine. They opened this bakery with cookies and cupcakes, and they're very successful right now. So it's okay to test the product. It's okay to try it out. You're not failing. You're testing. And I have been testing for 3 years, and I think it's enough. I had my awareness phase. You know me now. I'm your K coach, your art K coach. You know what I do. You know the podcast. You know I work with time management and goal setting, and I try to help you. I do help you to be organized and to make make you run your business as easy as possible. So if I want to make things easy, I cannot make it complicated. I cannot keep doing things that are not working. So all of that all of that talking is because the Art K coach model that I was using was not working for me and was not working for my target audience. So after asking around, after giving it much thought, uh, what has worked so far are things that people can buy and keep, and that they can consult anywhere, anytime. Uh, Information that saves you time and helps you manage your work, like the planner, which has been selling well. The information that they can access without limitation. So this business model of a webinar that's going to be up only for 1 week, no, it doesn't work. Because at the end of the day, I want you to have the information and I want you to apply the information. So what do my audience and what do my community prefer? They prefer recorded videos that they can access anytime, that they can pay once and it's theirs. Actually, that's what I prefer as well. And PDFs that they can consult. So the business model of the Art Cake Coach is going to turn into that. It's going to take me a while. Right now, there are some changes in the website that you can go and check it out. Some changes. There is a promotion, but anyway, I'll talk about that at the end. And you have all the free downloadable PDFs and you know templates that I have there for you, and you also have the time management planner for you right now. I still have available a few of my consulting classes and my consulting sessions, but not for long. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. So it's going to be products and the subscription of the podcast that for now is €2.99 a month, but it's going to change at the end of the year. So if you want to join now, because now it's going to be cheaper and you can go and check out all the classes that are pre-recorded there and that you can access anytime. Classes in time management, niche, goal setting, anything you want, it's there. So that's another one of the changes that is going to happen. And if all my story of why I got to this conclusion can help you in something, if you can take that something away from it, is the fact that it's not failing. You can ask yourself the question. You can question what you're doing. And if it's not working, just switch it, change it. That's it. I'll be back with what's going to happen to the podcast. Hello, my sweet friends. I'm back. I have to apologize if I've been talking a lot today about decisions, and maybe it's not what you expected. I feel a little bit rusty after a month of not recording the episode, but it's gonna get better. This is only today because it's the beginning, because it's the first week back. But I promise you, we have a lot of great episodes in line for you. Okay. Now, I was going to tell you what's going to happen to the podcast. The podcast is one of the things that I love to do. And I've been saying this a lot. You know it. You know how much I put into this and how good I feel doing the podcast. You can feel it in the other side of the microphone. I know that. So the podcast it has been released weekly, right? I give you one episode weekly and a monthly episode of the subscription channel. That is going to keep happening. The only change is going to be our episodes will be, if I stop talking that much, a little bit shorter and a little bit more, how can I put it? Concentrated. Like if there's a topic that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try, guys, to make it under 30 minutes. See if I can. And yeah, it's going to be shorter episodes, and I have a lot of interviews. Those interviews are not short for sure, but I have a lot of interviews coming up until the end of the year. Actually, next week we have an interview with the people from Cake International, Melanie Underwood, David Close, and Jane Halton, I think is her name. Sorry if I got your name wrong. And we're going to talk, and Yvonne from the series with Yvonne, about the future of our cake industry. So I'm going to be releasing that next week. The thing is, and this is where things get fun. There's a lot. I have seen so much going on in our cake industry, in everything, in the cake industry, in social media, tendencies, business information. I have been observant of so many things that has happened in this past, let's say, 5 years. And I guess it's because I'm turning into a 50-year-old lady who cannot keep her mouth shut. Probably, I don't know. I need to let it out, and I think it's time to say some things as they are. I think so. Our dear podcast my dear podcast, the RK Coach is going to remain the RK Coach is going to be me coaching you, helping Christina, the helping Christina that is always have something at the end for you that you can use for your cake business. But I have an idea for a spin-off podcast of this podcast that is not going to be filtered. I'm not going to be a coach. It's just going to be me saying it as it is. I haven't decided on the name yet. I'm actually have a few names in store for a few names that I'm debating on what the name should be. But it's going to be, I cannot wait. I cannot wait because I feel I have so much to say and it's just in the back of my throat. I've been holding myself from saying so many things for so long and I think it's time to say it. So stay tuned because a spin-off of this podcast is coming and is not going to be filtered. So yeah, that's one of the news of the podcast that is coming out. Now, in the next part, I'm going to talk about the things that I have learned in this during this break, and that the conclusions that I have arrived during this break. And I have a special gift for all of you because I am turning 50, but I'm giving the gift to you. Well, what have I learned in this past month? Not only in this past month, I guess the conclusion was in this past month of a break and of taking a step back and looking at everything, but especially from this last 5 years and questioning everything that I do, taking a deeper look of everything that I do, and asking the right questions. So, number one, cake business should be simple. That's it. Biggest conclusion ever. All of this theories, if I can say, all of this cookie cutter business models that are out there that I'm going to explain to you how this works because I've been part of I've been in it. Somebody has an idea for a business model that could work for creatives. That person creates a webinar or I don't know, a webinar, a workshop or whatever, telling all these creative people that this is the business model that works for you. Lately, this business model is been looking at you give something for free, you lure people in, you grab them, hook them, and then you sell a product. And that product has to be very, very, very expensive. That's the business model that it's been selling a lot in this past, I don't know how long, but I've been watching it grow in this past 5 years, I will say. So we creatives believe that that's the way to do it. And we create as well information courses, webinars for you guys to sell you the model that you do this. You give something for free, you lure people in, hook them in, and then you sell them. This is an all business model. It's not new. But now we have internet and now we have a lot of people doing it. And now we have the option of not only doing it face to face, but doing it online. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It works. But it doesn't work for everyone. Because there's a lot, and that is the question. But I don't have a degree in business. So I said, well, maybe it's just me that I'm questioning things that I should not be questioning. But as we get older, I guess you realize that it's okay to question things. And when you question things and it's in the back of your mind, it's for a reason. And if it feels off and if it's not working, it's for a reason. So I realized that for us, cake decorators, my target audience, you who are listening, you're a baker, a cake decorator who works probably from home or has a very small business or a small kitchen, and you're trying to grow your business, you probably take care of family, or you're taking care of yourself by yourself. I mean, you're your only provider, and you want to make this business work. And you feel that if you don't comply with this business model of getting online, being on social, all of these things, and the newsletter and the social media, those are tools. Those are tools that help. But if you don't do it all, it's never going to work. Really, ask yourself the question, is that true? It's never going to work because you're not doing what everybody else is telling you to do, or is not working because you're so busy trying to do what everybody else is telling you to do that you forgot a simple mathematical equation. You have a product and you have a client. And when you're clear on your product and you show the world that your product exists, your clients are going to come, and the clients are going to come, and another one is going to come, and another one is going to come. And if you keep the standards of that product, the product is going to sell. It's simple. Business, cake business, should be simple. That's my conclusion. And I said that on the webinar. I don't know if you had the chance to participate, but I said that on the webinar. The biggest secret in the cake business management business model, you can say, that's not what I said, but somewhere like that. You have to have a product that works, a good product. And now for us, a good product is a good cake, good recipe, good stability, well decorated. A good product that if you're confident and good at what you do, it's not that hard to achieve. And when you sell one of those products, it's going to be good, and that person is going to tell the next person. And then you have a page online, or you have a web page or a social media account where you put on your cakes, and your clients will say, "Oh, I bought that cake, and that cake was good." And things are going to exponentially grow because your product is good, because you provide a good service, and because you treat your clients well. And that's it. And that's it. The rest are tools that you can add in order to make it grow. Okay. There's management, of course. I'm always in favor of management. You know me. Not wasting your time, taking the best of the time that you have, managing your business and your life in a way that they can work together. That is the key. Another one of the things that I learned is that breaks are necessary. Whatever kind of break you can spare yourself, that you can give to yourself, if it's one day, one afternoon, one weekend, 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, a break is necessary, is healthy, is important. So take it. The business is not going to go anywhere. The social media followers are not going to go anywhere. We are trapped in a rat wheel of algorithms on social media. Let's look back at, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago when that didn't exist. And we just lived our lives selling our cakes, for those of us who were selling our cakes 10 or 15 years ago, or doing whatever you were doing 10, 15 years ago. And try to think back how you felt. It was liberating. It was peaceful, and it's not peaceful anymore. It's so stressful. So take a break. Breaks are necessary. Other thing that I learned, the fourth thing that I learned, this is the third one. If it doesn't work, don't insist. Just don't. We tend to identify with our business and with what we do. I've just said it at the beginning of the episode. We think we are what we do. We live in a society that we've been told that we are what we do. We've been raised to believe that we are what we do. But we're more than that. We're not. That's not true. And letting go of something that doesn't work is not easy. If it feels too hard, what I did, it felt really hard for me to let go of Cake Friends, to let go of other things. So, um, just finding a middle ground. I'm taking a step back, less time, less stress. And if with time that even fades to less and less, it's okay. It's okay if it goes. It's fine. Because life is too short for us to be chasing something that we never get there. Uh, it's so rewarding to work. I like working. I like being paid for what I do and love what I do. I love to be busy. I always joke that if I win the Euro Millions or whatever lottery I can find, I will keep working. I will not stop working. I have so many projects and things that I want to do. The thing is, I won't have the stress of making the money because the money is there. But I don't want to stop. I loved working. I love what I do. I love baking. I love creating my sugar paste figures. I love helping my K community. I even love teaching English, even though it's the thing that I like the least, but I like it. I like it. So I'm not going to stop, but it's not me. Christina is more than that. Christina is not the English teacher. Christina is not the cake decorator. Christina is not the sugar paste modeling, the art cake coach. I am me. And tomorrow, everything can change. We lived that, guys, 5 years ago when everything stopped and we had to stop our business completely. And the depression of so many people came from the fact that they didn't know what else to do. They didn't know who they were when they didn't have their job. So if it doesn't work, don't insist. It's not you. The business, I said it in a reel, and it has been one of the most watched reels in Instagram. Your business is you, yes, but you are not your business. Your business needs you. You're the life of that business. But business is not the life of you. So again, if it doesn't work, don't insist. Just do what works for you. That's it. And another one that I learned this in this past I mean, again, I've been learn I've been, this has been a long way from 5 years ago. And I guess it just came to its peak right now after or before turning 50. And because of the break, I had the time to think about it. Is no strategy is also a strategy. So don't get caught in only strategizing, only plan. And it's coming from me, the person who loves a planning and loves strategizing. And I do love it. And I'm going to be always planning and strategizing, even if half of the things that I plan and I strategize never happen. But I will keep strategizing and planning. But not having a strategy is also a strategy. Especially because that's one of the things that I'm so tired of, especially with social media. It's like, you know what? You know how I feel. I feel like the algorithm or the algorithm, the platform, the everything else that is in there, that is the way the platform functions, is like, I'm not going to say a bully parent or friend or coworker, but almost, that is telling you you're not going to be cool if you don't do what I say. You know, when you had that friend, Mean Girls, the leader of the group, like, you all have to wear pink on Wednesdays, because I think that was it, because that's what I do, so you have to do it. I feel like that. I feel like if I don't do what this to survive this platform, this thing, and then I'm behind. I'm not getting enough followers. I'm not doing what I have to do, and I have to keep showing up and dancing on TikTok. I don't dance on TikTok, but anyway, doing the reels, no, now it's the reels, now it's the carousel, now it's this, because now it's this, now the tendency is this. Wait a minute, why am I still here? It's like when you realize you're in the wrong crowd, in the wrong group, it's like, why am I still listening to these people? Why am I still wearing pink on Wednesdays. I can not do it, and it's okay. I know I won't be in the popular group anymore, and I will probably lose friends. The same with platforms. I know I won't be as seen as I was, if I ever was, because go back to the statistics and see how much people are seeing of your content. I'm not gonna be seen as I was as I was. I probably won't get as much engagement or followers, but are actually those followers converting in my clients? All of my clients have been here for not from social media. Believe me, not from social media. So why am I still in this crowd? Well, I can be, well, let's say I'm not going to close my Instagram account because people have to see what I do. But maybe what if I don't have a strategy? I just show up when I have to show up and say something. I say hello, and whatever happens, happens. People who's watching, who's listening, and knows about social media are probably cringing right now, and wanted to slap me in the face. But it's okay. This is me. This is my podcast. I can say whatever I want. So why not? So for me, this is what I learned. No strategy is a strategy. So I'm not going to stress over that thing anymore. I'm not going to stress over that anymore. And the last thing, because no, that was the last thing actually. I'm looking at my notes. These are the fourth things. So let me recap. Cake business should be simple. This is what I learned. Cake business should be simple. Breaks are necessary. If it doesn't work, don't insist. And no strategy is a strategy, I think. Don't go anywhere because I have a gift for you. Running a cake business doesn't have to be overwhelming. Let me help you take control of your time and workflow so you can run a profitable business without burnout. Book a free discovery call and let's chat about your needs, the needs of your cake business, and find out the best strategy to ensure success. Find links in the description of the episode so you can book a 30-minute free discovery call with me and figure out the best way to help you. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative. Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for listening till the end, because by now you're probably like, what happened to Christina? What's wrong with her? I promise you, the old Christina RK coach is going to come back. I just had to let it out today. I guess that's what happened when you take a month off and when you're turning 50. Oh my God. Oh my God. Turning 50. What happened? I was 25 yesterday. Oh God. This morning I woke up and I started listening to on Spotify to playlists from the 80s and the 90s just to feel young again. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm turning 50, but my gift is for you guys. So I want to, let's say, I want to feel good with the number. So all of the products on my website are right now 50% off. All of them. All of them. I mean, the free products are free. You know that. So the planner is 50% off. Let me just, I'm going to open I'm going to open my page so I can tell you what to expect. When you go into the page, which is www.theartcakecoach.com, you're going to find me in there. And in the top right corner, there is a button that says start here. You go there and you see, if you scroll down, you're going to see all my products. So all my products are 50% off during the month of September because it is my birthday month. That's it. I was going to do it till the 6th, which is my birthday, but I was like, no, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to do it till the end of the month. So you have the Mastering the Business Side of Cake coaching session. That was the session from the webinar, and that session is specifically for business management. Is a 1-hour session and is right now on sale for $38.50. Then you have the productivity boost, no, I'm sorry, the consulting session, which is a 1-hour call for a specific purpose. So if you have one issue, like, okay, I have an issue with the time management for this project. You call me, we strategize, is 1 hour call, and it's as cheap as 1750. That's it, 17 euros for a coaching call for a specific purpose. Then you have the time management planner who's been selling for 14.99. Right now is at 750 euros. 7 euros and 50 cents. That's all that you get from that you pay for the time management planner for Cake Artists, which is super complete. I've been talking about this for a long time. And both of my coaching programs, the productivity boost session is less than $100, 100 euros, and the 3-month program is at 369 euros for 3 months of coaching with me. Everything is 50% off. Go check it out because that's my gift for you guys for the month of September. After the month of September, like I said in the beginning, things are going to change. The Art Cake Coach is going to be more based on pre-recorded products, pre-recorded and PDFs, downloadable products. I'm only going to leave one consulting session, and so if you want to take advantage of this offer, do it now because that's my gift from me to you because I'm turning 50% off. Let's do it. I mean, I had to do it. I have to I have to do something positive with this. Guys, again, I have to apologize if any of these episodes sound weird to you. if if you thought that Christina gone crazy during the vacations, maybe. Or the hormones of the perimenopause are getting to her head, maybe. But I never felt so true to myself and so true to what I really think. And it's liberating to just don't care. It's so good, guys. It's so good to say to say that it's not working, not for me. This is not the model that it's cookie cutter for everyone, but not for me. It's okay. I'm different. I can make my own plan and my own model, and I don't have to be in the group of the mean girls anymore. And and that's it. It's good. It's actually really good. And like I said, stay tuned because the spin-off of this podcast. If you heard me today, imagine me, non-filter, talking about our K community. Oh, I cannot wait to do that podcast, and it's going to be here soon. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, guys, thank you so much for being here again with me. Have an amazing week. Wish me a happy birthday for Friday. I will be sharing some pictures on the social media so you can see what I'm going to do for my 50th birthday. And next week I'll tell you all about it. Next week we have a very special episode with the people from Cake International. And as always, stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.